I'm Sean Mitchell with the Connecticut Writing Project here at Fairfield University. It is a beautiful yet hot day here at Fairfield University, and today we started our Summer Institute's 2013. So what are we doing here? It's summertime, we're teachers, we're students, we should be at the beach, right? You see, I forgot to mention that we're also writers, and writers, we don't really take many days off. So then the question that really arises is, why do we do this? I mean, really, why do we spend our time creating characters, making up dialogue? What's the point? Well, that's what we're here to figure out. So to kick off our exploration, we're going to check in with our youngest writers at this year's Summer Institute.
I like to write because it's a good way to express myself as a person and to kind of convey my feelings and control them. This is from my story, The Apple and the Orange. Once there was an apple, a bright purple sour apple. He had no legs, no arms, and definitely not a face. Who ever heard of an apple with a face? But there are a few things this apple did have. He had feelings, a personality of his own. But he also possessed the ability of touch. He would touch the passing wind and imagine himself a beautiful red sweet fruit. But there was still one problem. He wasn't red or sweet. He did not know this, though, being that he had no eyes or mouth. Instead of being in a vast apple orchard, he imagined that he kept on just soaring and soaring through the sky. And if there was one thing that he could never have imagined, it would be the fact that there was other life besides himself. He was a good-natured creature. Sadly, it is well known that freedom can take over the mind.
I like to write because when I was little, my parents always read me stories, and that got me into writing, and I liked coming up with creative and weird characters that had their own personalities like the ones my parents read me. This is from the story The Terrible Kitchen. But then, all of a sudden, from the freezer, the door opened and sleek ice shot out. An ice cube sailed, and on the marble table they were on, followed by 20 more. They ran on the marble table when Knife was struck by ice. 2 ice cubes melted in front of Spoon, blocking his narrow path. Spoon got goosebumps. Water, Spoon said, teeth chattering. Spoon hated water. He inched in, but an ice cube knocked him all the way inside. The ice cube melted. So did 5 others. It was deep. Well, 4 utensils. Fork ran up to the water and sloshed his hands around the pool. He picked up Spoon, and Spoon said, "Yep," cough. "This kitchen is dangerous. Let's get out of here." He looked behind him to see a knife laying on the ground. Let's hurry and get out of here," he said. Fork smiled. But he would have to cross Fruit Valley, go up Metal Mountain, and walk across the blazing oven trail. But only with the help of 2 utensils. He needed someone strong, not considered a utensil, but whatever. He needed someone like Teapot.
The reason why I like to write is because I get to express my feelings, and also I think it's fun because you get to draw in some pieces of writing. This is a piece from a story I wrote called The Worst Pirate Ever. There once was a pirate named John Gross. He wasn't the most accomplished pirate. He was 6 when his parents' vessel, the Swan, was taken over by pirates and his parents were kidnapped. Since then, he was an orphan and a pirate. "It's been about 40 years since my parents were kidnapped," John said to his friend Alex Heriton. "That's awful," Alex said in the gruff voice he had. They were still discussing on the matter when they walked out of the bar when a woman said, "A rat! There's a rat in my house!" And with that, a skinny, furry rat ran out of a house, followed by a crazy woman swinging a broom like a sword at the rat. "Oi, don't touch my rat! Don't hurt my pet!" John yelled at the top of his lungs, then tackled the woman. Soon the woman got up and started beating John up with the broom. After she was done, she walked away, nose high in the air. "Thank goodness that's over," John said, her black eye hurting. "So your parents are still out there," Alex said. "And I intend to find them. With this," he said, pointing his finger and looking at Alex triumphantly. "John, this ship you said you had, well, you didn't tell me it was a dinghy." "A dinghy's a ship," John mumbled. "So when are we going to set it off?" asked Alex. "Tomorrow," said John, his feather on his hat swaying in the breeze.
I like to write short poems because you don't have to think about your writing, you just do it. A day at the beach. As I stepped onto the soft ground, I immediately ran into the water. I played with all my friends till my whole body shivered. I felt like an ice cube.
I like to write because it entertains me and it lets me use my imagination a lot. I like to make up my own stories, and since I put a lot of detail in them, they end up really long, and I like people being happy when they read my stories, and I like all the imagination in writing.
This is from the Dalmatian Jasper. See, when me and Lisa were in first grade, we were best friends, but on one particular day, we weren't anymore. Flashback, snack time, Miss M told us. Lisa and I grabbed hands and ran towards our cubbies, our matching polka dot dresses following. No surprise, we got the same snack, pretzels. We were practically twins. As we sat down at our table, Lisa protested, "Hey, you have one more pretzel than me." I hugged my bag to my chest. "They're mine and you aren't taking any," I yelled. I looked at Lisa with a pouty face, then put my pretzels on the table to start munching on them. Lisa reached for the bag and got one. I must have pulled it back too slow. "Hey, that's mine," I yelled. "Not now," she replied, and ate it in one bite, leaving me in tears. The day after that, no holding hands, no matching outfits, and nothing anymore.
I write because it's fun to write and I like writing nice stories. Animals I want. A booger-flavored turtle was on a horse and using a lot of force. A small hyper hamster running on a wheel that was real and smelling like a wood peel. Some soft pecking chickens laying in a pen with a hen and clucking in the box. I see cool animals everywhere, over here, over there, everywhere.
I write because it's fun and entertaining, I guess. I like to write fiction because I can use my imagination. This is from a story I'm working on. Lake Compounce is the oldest amusement park in the U.S. and it's in Bristol, Connecticut. It is amazing. They have 3 roller coasters, Boulder Dash, Wildcat, and Zoomering. Boulder Dash and Wildcat are wooden roller coasters. Boulder Dash was voted best wooden roller coaster in the world. Wildcat goes up really high and goes down at the speed of a cheetah. It is also my favorite roller coaster. Last but not least, Zoomering goes upside down 6 times, 3 times going forwards and 3 times going backwards. Those were the roller coasters. That's how Great Lake Compounce is. I love it. I love going there, and nothing would be better. We bought season passes so we can go as much as we want this summer.
I like to write because it's fun just to write down my ideas and use what I want to write and turn into a fairy tale kind of type. This is my poem, Shy. I am shy meeting new people. I am shy sharing my stuff. I'm not shy when I am your friend.
I like writing because it's an opportunity for you to let your creative spirit roam and write whatever you want. All right, hey people out there, my name is Xavier Schneiderman, and you're gonna like this. It's a little ditty I call, or a little page I say, of the story I made, Peaceful Day or Is It? And, well, listen for the sound effects, and also listen for the fabulous dialogue. All right, you ready? You ready? Let's go for it. Went the motor. All right, I put the jet ski in the water, jumped on, and went to the boathouse. I stopped near a boat because I saw something large, swimming, grayish, about 15 feet long. Wait. There cannot be a fish about 15 feet long. I was freaking out. Maybe. It couldn't be. No! Shark! I tried to turn my jet ski on, but it wouldn't. I looked at the gauge, and it's empty. Dad! Get me out of here! Dad ran out the door, but it was too late. By that time, I was pulled in the water by the shark. In the worst possible way. My leg. I was drowning, but I remembered I still had my Swiss Army knife. And... oh God, come on! Where's the knife?
There you have it, folks. Those were our 4th and 5th grade writers telling you why they write and sharing a piece of their writing. Next week, we're taking it to our 7th through 12th grade writers in our Young Writers Institute. Why do they write? And what are they writing? Until then, thanks for joining us.
Maybe the streets are alive, maybe the trees are gone. I feel my heart stop beating.